Set. Hut. Set. Get set. Get set. We're set. Easy. Hut. Move. Ready, ready.
Making it happen.
Set. Ready. Hut. Set. Ready. Jackrabbit. Down. Ready, ready. Lasso. Lasso. Ready, go. Ready. And on. Come on, set. Ready. Let's go. Go. Flare! Flare! Stand! Here we go! Cut it! Cut it! Stand! Easy! Reset! 29 Philly! 2-9 Philly! Hot! Here we go! Ready, ready! Here we go! Hot! Set! Hot! Ready! Fire! Hot! Get set! Get set! Ready, ready! 42 Spider! Ready, go! Easy! Set! Ready! Ready! Set! Go! Down! Stand! Green 25! Stand! Igloo! Cricket! Reset! Cobra! Hot! Ready! Ready, ready! Come on, set! Pound 55 wheat, ready? Let's go! Go! Ready, go! Flare! Flare! And on! Jackrabbit! Ready! Here we go! Go! Easy! Stand! Here we go! Stand! Lasso! Lasso! Right, set! Here we go! Hot! Set! Hot! Ready, ready! Get set! Get set! Hot! 29 Philly! Ready! Spider! Hot! 42 spot! Ready, ready! Easy! Ready, go! Set! Ready! And on! Set! Ready! Now! Go! Ready! Set! Come on, set! Set! Let's go! Green 25! High! Flare! Flare! Ready, ready! Here we go! On!
State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Shaking underneath us, guys. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The Longhorns just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the catch. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. On the move. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now the play fake. He'll throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it. It's a fumble! They recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football and turn over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Lewis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking deep. Makes a grab down the middle. Here he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. At times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
easy. I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in. Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships, and now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also good find by the quarterback on third down.
The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. On the move, it's Gibson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Manning. Using the quick game. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Tight end now in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Hard running there. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
He's running backs nowadays. They're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught behind the line. It's 4. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! Great job by the back on the option. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10. That one.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket, and when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Sending the offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Dumps it off in the flats. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Gibson. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Manning. That's caught. It's Baxter. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Sooner offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it from the gun.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. The quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
And the Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's up. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The 50, the 40, he's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense putting points on the board.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And that'll do it here in the 2nd quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We'll try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to throw, it's Mateer. This time it's complete.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Motion from the back. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Gibson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Now on 1st down from the 43. They'll give it to him again. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Manning. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Wingo. Across the 25, he's got room. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. On the option. Good pitching. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles. Man, this is an interesting decision, right? You got a good lead, a solid lead. A field goal now puts you up by more than a touchdown, which is a great place to be. Or do you want to stay ultra aggressive, go for the gusto, and go for the touchdown?
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz.
6 remain. Flag.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
Trick 9, B.
To the air on 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need. field. The give on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got it on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike. Here for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's Gibson. Breaks into the open. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He might want another play. They'll move the tight end. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Manning. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Third and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and
There he goes! They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
just look for something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. The inside handoff. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Things did not go on the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football, and right now offensively they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. The throw to the outside is complete. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they
Lets it go to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it.
See a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking for a crease. It's Tatum. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.